So usually I do a story, right? But today I want to talk about something that is super near and dear to my heart. And that is music. And the lovely thing about music is it's been around for generations. And it makes you feel happy, it makes you feel sad, no matter what genre you listen to. You can listen to rap, country, rock. It all conveys the same message. It all makes you feel the same way, depending on how the artist is feeling. And that's amazing. I feel like that's the closest to magic that we can ever get. And like I said, on today's episode, we're talking about music.
Hello and welcome to La Cantina Last Call, where each week we talk about new and terrifying tales and experiences and all the above. Today, you guys are welcomed by... Sorry, that was not the way that I wanted to say that, but today it is me, Tony, your host with the most, or Tony La Torta, whatever you want to call me today. And today I'm accompanied by the one and only, the majestic...
I am Austin El Skeptico. Now I have to hurry and do this. This was a bet from Tony, so I can get $5.
Damn it.
On today's episode of La Cantina Podcast, we talk about music. Devil or not? We will find out today.
But today, we have someone very special. Very special.
Very special.
From being all over the world to...
Not being all over the world.
Yeah.
One can say that, yeah.
To meeting us, the one and only, our very own Angel.
What's up?
How's it
What's
going?
up, everybody?
How's it going?
So my name is Angel. I go by DJ Age, or recently just Age as my stage name. So
Nice.
yeah.
So tell a little bit.
Yada, yada, yada.
So tell the people who, like, what you do today.
Today I am working with these guys. I'm in construction. Sadly, it's not where I wanted to be, but I am now, so I'm not complaining. But before that, I was a DJ and previously a bartender too.
Right.
Heck yeah. That's actually where we got these pretty drinks from.
Yeah. What is this?
Speaking of that, I haven't taken a sip of this.
It is a Paloma.
Yeah, it's a
With
Paloma.
Tequila from that bottle that you guys see right there.
Yeah. Our guest today brought us some tequila. Don't even start.
That's salty.
Don't even start. Should we do a little clink real quick?
Yes.
Little clink.
Cheers, boys, to a good podcast.
I just got straight salt. I didn't even I put my tongue on it and I feel like I shouldn't have.
All right, so you guys are going to meet Antoine today?
Antoine.
Yeah. But anyway.
That's really good, but that salt got me. That's really good.
That's revenge from last week.
Oh, yeah. If anyone hasn't watched our Teke Teke live episode, I recommend it.
Yeah.
I got Tony to drink lemon juice.
Yeah, but today, I'm very excited about this one because when he was kind of going in the story about it and what he did, where he went, the people that he met, I was surprised. And I was like, hey, I know we do a lot of horror, but like I've said before, we're going to try to increment, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We'll add.
Let's
not get fancy with words, Tony. Yeah. But we're going to add a little bit more segments about like relatable stuff, relatable content. We're still going to give you guys horror. There's a little surprise at the end.
Oh, yeah.
But just so you guys know, this is the story of Angel and how he was touring with, what was it?
Just anybody that would allow me to be with them.
Yeah. So we're going to ask. So how was it? How'd you get into it? Tell us like from the get-go.
Okay, so...
Because you did bartending,
when I was a little boy.
Back in 1996.
Right.
So I just graduated from high school here in Utah.
Nice.
So I got the opportunity to go back home to Southern California. Then I was living out there by myself. I had a little bit of help from my uncle, my aunt. Then from there, I just picked up bartending.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Nice.
I was still underage. I was... Pause.
That's all right.
Statute of limitations.
To this.
Okay. Yeah. So I was bartending under the table, and that's how I got to meet like a lot of people. I got to network with some DJs, some up and coming DJs. Like I would just talk to them, say like, "Hey, I want to do this eventually with my life." Then for some reason, they just gave me a shot and they told me like, "Hey, I'm doing that myself. Why don't you come with me and let's see what we could do for you."
Nice.
Then that's how I got into DJing, music producing, and all that nice jazz.
So where would you say like you've had the most fun DJing, or where have you been where it's like, or like wasn't a crazy story like doing that, or an experience that not your average Joe is gonna do? You know what I mean?
Well, there's a few that come to mind. Well, mainly for us DJs or up and coming DJs, we would usually pay out of pocket.
Right.
And like we would travel to one city, then go to another in the same day. So there wasn't really a whole lot of partying and all that crazy experience. So I would say the most craziest is just getting like blacked out drunk and, and just not knowing where I would wake up the next day. But I've had some good people take care of me because I was still young. And like for me, I'm not really crazy. So I was a little bit reserved because I didn't know nobody. I was like, oh, let me stay back and just be cautious about these people because I didn't personally know them that well to let myself
Like to give that
lose my
trust, no?
guard. Yeah, to give that trust. Yeah. So I would say just the craziest thing is just going from country to country, then just in the same day, or then that's like I said, I'm not really a crazy guy, but
I don't know. That sounds pretty crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty awesome.
and not to mention I was doing this when I was 17 through 19.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So young.
Yeah, young, like right out of high
fresh.
school. Yeah.
Dang. What DJs did you work with? I know that people are like, okay, like who did he do, or what did we do?
I didn't really work with them,
Or like
but
helped out, I guess. Is that like the word?
I wouldn't. No, so they were doing their own thing, and I was doing my own thing.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
When they would get studio time, I would work in the studio too. So it was like a little bit trade off.
Yeah.
So there's like a few people that I would work with. I don't know if I want to disclose those names, but
Big
yeah, I'm pretty sure you know them.
Yeah, I
I've talked to
remember.
you about them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're up in big famous DJs now. So
Yeah.
Nice.
pretty nice.
Nice.
So now the question I want to know: are you gonna get back into it?
Just this last week, I did just like a little thing performing, and it sparked something in me. Then
Oh, yeah.
I was
Lit
like,
your fire.
yeah, lit my fire again, and because recently I stopped because all the pandemic was going on.
Yeah.
and nobody was getting booked, nobody was getting like concerts going or nothing like that. So
Right.
basically, I was kicked to the curb. So
All right, no. Because on that note, that like the pandemic, what was it, like 4 years now?
5 years.
Yeah.
2019. Yeah.
2019, 20 was it 2019 or 2020?
2019 into 2020.
into 2020. Yep.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to go because back in the day, I was a huge like raver.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I would
okay.
go to like EDM concerts and all that stuff. And we had just barely gotten back from Park City. We went to go see Dioro. And if you guys don't know who Dioro is, like he's like a Mexican DJ, like EDM DJ.
Yeah.
Had the time of my life. I will disclose it on the podcast. I don't care. I may or may not have done something.
Extracurriculars.
I did some extracurricular activities for the first time that day. And man, I don't remember shit. But it was back in the day, you know, it was kind of younger, dumber.
Statute of limitations.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But after that, we were supposed to go to, do you know this big rave in California? It's called Beyond Wonderland.
Beyond Wonderland. Yes.
Yeah, dude, we had everything booked out. We had Airbnb, we had our tickets, like everything was going. Dude, last minute, like the week before we were supposed to go,
Yeah.
pandemic hit and everything got shut down.
No.
Like just the week before, like we're talking about, I already had like outfits. I had everything saved up. I was like ready to go. Me and my friends were so hyped up. I was hitting the gym. I was like, I'm gonna look lean and mean.
Yeah.
Not really, but I was gonna look a little skinnier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Till I get my rave on, bam, government said, you thought.
You thought, buddy.
You
They
thought,
saw you specifically and said, yeah, no, this ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Dude, that's an experience that I regret that I never took.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then again, it was pandemic, it was COVID. But that was like gonna be my first big rave because I haven't been to like EDC or like none of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what EDC is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
No, I would say for anybody that's into that type of music, that's one thing you could probably do once in your life, and I'd guarantee you'll love it, or anybody out there.
Yeah, because the experiences you get, like when you're there, like you don't even have to do extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
Just like sober, or like having a drink or two.
Yeah.
It's like such a different like.
It's a different
atmosphere.
experience.
It's like,
yeah.
dude, when I was there, I felt free. I felt like
Like
none of my problems, like nothing that I had back home, nothing like that didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Like what existed was just in the moment.
I like it.
It's so cliche to say, but like I can look back.
I was just there in the moment.
Yeah, I can actually say like I can look back and be like, damn, like I really experienced that in the moment, and nothing else has like compared
No,
in
that's
that
cool.
way for that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember my first rave.
Do you?
Yeah, dude, it was WTF 2013.
13.
Oh,
Benny
okay.
Benassi.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When he
One of the
headlined, I'll
OGs.
insert the song right here, just a little clip of it, but it's the
Satisfaction.
Yeah, Satisfaction.
Oh. These are all OGs. Oh,
Yeah, dude.
I remember all these. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my cherry pop for that.
Cherry pop. Okay.
Pop. Nice.
But
Okay.
what about? Do you have something you want to add on to that?
Oh, I'll save mine until after.
All right.
Okay.
Now I'm very curious if you could play at any show you want. Like you've made a name for yourself, you're big and upcoming, like you're up there. Hopefully you have us with you. But you're big, DJ, whatever. What show would you want, or like is your dream show to play?
So for I'm talking about like every DJ's dream, it's probably performing at Tomorrowland. I don't know if you guys heard that.
It's one in Belgium.
It's one in Belgium. It's like the most biggest festival ever. Like more recognition. It's in Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Like how us DJs think of that festival. It's like almost like the New Year. Once when Tomorrowland comes, that's like the DJ's New Year's. Like that's when you make or you. How would I say this? All the music, the new music that you're releasing, you want to play it there, so you could get more people's attention, then like get more exposure out of that.
Right. Okay.
So
Nice.
that's a lot of DJs' dream, but for me, I think I need to go somewhere close, and I'd say EDC Las Vegas.
Dude, that'd
So-
be sick.
That'd be cool.
Well, I hope to see you there one day. I hope we come back a year from now, and you tell us, "Yo, guess what?" Because like, dude, if that fire sparked up, dude, take it and run.
Oh yeah.
Because you never know.
Yeah,
It could be one viral video. It could be one thing, and
yeah,
you're off to the races.
It could be Tony drinking lemon juice.
lemon juice,
Yeah, lemon juice. To all the kids out there, this is lemonade.
lemonade.
This bottle is just fancy. But
Yeah, I'm not much of a drinker, so.
now with that, because I do kind of want to know, like, when you do your set or like when you come up with like new music, do you like do it all like off the rip, like new beats, new everything, or do you like mix in your own beat with like a song that's trending, like say like reggaeton?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, or do you like hip hop, whatever it is? Like, do you include any of that, or
So
how would it go if like you're making a new track?
So to reiterate your question, so if I make music from scratch or from samples?
Yeah, basically.
So I would say it's hard for me to do it from scratch because I feel like I'm not too creative with my music.
No, I'm about the same way. Like if
Yeah.
I hear a song, then I can think of something and be
Yeah.
like, oh, that'd be really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
And
so
very
me-
seldomly.
Yes.
is
So
it from
I
scratch.
typically use loops and all that other stuff, samples.
Oh yeah.
Because nowadays you hear a lot of like bangers on the radio or wherever you hear them. They're all sampled.
Yep.
Like I don't know, like if you heard Bad Bunny's, what is it, October Man or what is it? I don't know. It's one of Bad Bunny's big songs, but he sampled one of those, and it's up there.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I feel like nowadays, like a lot of stuff is like sampled. Like
Yes.
I heard
Oh,
a
yeah.
song on the radio. It's what is it called? It was like a famous song back in the '90s.
Yeah.
and now they like brought it back into like their own version of today.
Yeah.
Like same with Post Malone, he just did a new song and it was Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and he just like did his own take on that, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's cool.
Nice. Now, for anybody out there that's confused right now, a sample and a loop is like, what did you say, pre-recorded, I guess, or pre-made piece of music?
A loop is a pre-recorded. It's already like made from scratch. That's how I think of them. A sample is like getting a sample from a song.
Yeah.
Say like you want like the first few beats from one song, then you change it up, do your own thing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If anybody was wondering, that's what a loop and a sample is.
nice. But yeah, that's one thing. I don't know what else I want to ask. I had something else, but I'm like drawing a blank real quick. But I know you had some stuff about music. You want to say?
I got all sorts of stuff. I'm so excited I can nerd out with somebody that knows about music. So the first question I have for you
Okay.
is where's home as far as BPM for you?
I would say it's 128.
128?
Yeah.
See, I'm weird. So with my band, usually we used to stick around like 135 to 140, like pretty fast tempo.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing like the making my own stuff, I like to stick at like 120 to 128.
Yeah.
Kind of that sweet spot.
Because I've heard that the BPM between 125 and 128 is right where your heart beats. Like,
Yeah. So your heart beats to the music.
Yeah, beats to the music, and that's a sweet spot you want to get to when you're performing.
Yep.
That's what gets people to move.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? You guys are talking about that. I'm just getting flashbacks of We Are Your Friends. You guys seen that movie?
Yeah, that's a good example.
Is that like
maybe.
to the T kind of how it is?
Yeah, it's similar to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's a lot of like science and thinking that goes into making music.
Yeah.
Like if you get a bad sample, somebody might not be able to hear it, but you will. Or other people that know about music, they'll hear. Like if I'm playing my bass and my low C is
Out of tune, something like.
and if it's like a little bit off, you might not hear it, but he would.
Yep.
He would immediately be like, "Oh, that's out of tune."
It's because for me, I'd always be on my computer like so many hours of the day, and I would just hear songs. I would just press a button, and I would just hear that same loop every single time, and I just hear like the very little small details in that like sound.
Dude, do you ever get tired of hearing your own songs?
Tell me about it. Yes.
Oh my gosh!
But once
like,
when you,
fifth time through is okay.
but once when you have it actually completed and
It feels
published,
so good.
Yes, it feels good. Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Like there's so much stress building up to releasing it, and then once it's out, it's just like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I have a bad, I guess you want to say, like, tendency to not finish and move on to the next song.
Me too.
I think that's with all the musicians. I don't think it's just like
Is it
someone.
like a creator's block that you guys get almost?
No, I think it's like you
like
get a new idea.
Yeah, you get a new idea. Then like you say, oh, that doesn't go with this song. Let me write it down or play it out.
Yeah.
Then you come back to your other song. Is oh, let me go back to this one. Then it just
you're just kind of like, what was I doing on this one?
Yeah.
I know what I was doing on this one. Oh wait, that doesn't work with this one.
Yeah.
Well, now what?
You just bounce back and forth till you get like your tune.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basically,
I mean, there's definitely cases where like you'll find that song that like hooks you in and you just stay there and do it and do it and do it and get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely agree. Like I'll bounce back and forth a lot.
That's good to know because like I'm just like, dude, I've tried so many times. I've tried like when I asked Austin because he's the one that created our intro and our outro, and like, he was telling me that it like took him a minute. I just kind of gave him an idea of what I was kind of going for, and then I was like, hey, add this, like kind of make it like this, like a little Hispanic horns, but like keep it like a little upbeat. And when he sent it back to me, I was like, dude, this is great. He's like, that's not even the finished product. And I was like, what do you mean, bro? Like, this sounds great. And then he's like, no, watch, let me work it out. And then he did do that. And then I did catch him do what you guys said that you guys do. Because, like, he sent me the intro, and he's like, but check this out. And then he played me, like, something totally different. I was like, dude, this is fire.
Yeah, that's how it typically goes. Like, when I have a melody, and I think I finish my project, and maybe I'll go back. than what you
Oh
guys
yeah,
were saying.
yeah. You think of something else. You're like,
Yeah.
what if I added that in real quick? Let's see.
Like, is it almost like you guys are like doing your beats or like you're doing the track and then in nowhere, like in your head, something pops up and like, that's for example, like Bad Bunny and like Wu-Tang coming, you're like, oh, that could be a good mix. Let me go do that. Kind of like that or no?
I don't know. For me, it's like I hear it in there,
Mm-hmm.
so I want to put it in there,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
type of thing.
So with me, I start off with the melody. Then once when I get the melody down, I go my drums, my kicks, and all that.
Yeah.
Then once when I have my melody set, that's when I start rearranging stuff. But so what you're saying is, if I hear another melody, I'll make another project out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I almost do it the same way. So I do melody, then I do bass, then I do drums.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm weird and picky. I love when the bass drum kicks.
Yeah.
And it like melds with the bass, like the synth bass or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and it just like drowns everything out for a second.
Yeah.
Makes it sound like
Like it
I don't know,
fits.
pulsy, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that. So I always add in everything in that order because I'm like, does it do it? Oh, it does it. Sweet.
So question for both of you guys. Do you guys wait till you guys get the goosebumps?
I
You're
never
like,
gotten
yeah, this is a good
goosebumps.
track.
Well, no, I've gotten goosebumps once with a song. But
Hey, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you just know, like sometimes when we do these podcasts
Uh-huh.
or any episode that we do, after or during, I get like, I'm weird.
Uh-huh.
I get like deja, like we could be talking, I could be like into the conversation and then nowhere, like my head will go into somewhere else and I'll start like almost like daydreaming or manifesting. I'm like, okay, this is a hit. And I start getting the goosebumps.
Oh, okay. I know
know
what
what I
you mean. I've got it once, but I never really released a song like that. But I thought it was good for me. But once I kind of like demoed it to other people, they didn't like it. So I was like, oh, let me scrap that.
right.
Yeah, so I was
Isn't
like,
that the worst though?
Yeah,
You got
that-
something, you're like, this is great. And everyone's like, I don't know, man.
So with that being said, do you not post it? Like if you get like a bad reaction from it? Like, I know you said you don't post them, but like in the future, like would you just post it and say fuck it?
So when I was making music, I would run it through my basically my manager, and she would run it through the record label. And then if they decided that it wasn't what they wanted at the time, they wouldn't publish it.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
So
Like do they almost kind of go like off what's hitting, like what's basically like trending or like
Trends
blowing
are a
up?
big part of, I mean, you always want to get people's reaction,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That's a weird one because some people it's like what they think will hit, and other people it's like, okay, this stuff's trending, so do this.
Yeah, like same with the podcast, just because like that's the only way that I can relate to you guys. Like with the podcast, when we've done episodes, and I've talked to Austin, Mr. Skeptic over here,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, I don't know if this episode's gonna hit. Like last week, I'm gonna come up and be up front on the podcast because I'm real with you guys. But like I was shy, I was losing my stuff, I was going back and forth. Even Austin was like, dude, like I could see it. He was trying to like
Calm down.
yeah, tell me chill out. And then I left and I was like, I don't know if this is going to be a good one. But it turned out pretty good. And I was like, oh, snap. Same with like a couple other episodes that we did. Like I think one of them is called Tortas Mind Blowers. I was just not in it. Like I had just barely had like my wife had barely had the baby. I had no energy, but
Oh, that one I was like, I don't know about this one too. I was like, it's a great filler episode. We'll just throw it in because I was having a hard time reading stuff.
yeah, but that one's like top 5.
Oh yeah,
is it?
Yeah,
Well,
like,
didn't
what?
you guys take a break from that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did take
yeah.
a break. And it was a good break because now we are here
Yeah.
and we have met the one and only,
Heck
the
yeah.
great.
Now my next music question for you, and I talked to you a little bit before the podcast about this, but have you heard the conspiracy theory about the white lighters?
I've heard something about a lighter, but I don't know if it's the same theory that you're throwing at me.
So they might have come from like the same place, but there's this conspiracy where it's like super bad luck to carry a white lighter with you because a lot of like the super big stars have died with white lighters in their pockets, like the big musicians. Like supposedly Kurt Cobain had a white lighter. Freddie Mercury supposedly had one. Chester Bennington more recently. You know, like those type of artists all had white lighters. So apparently it's like super taboo to have a white lighter.
I think I've heard of that, but I haven't heard about that in the DJ realm of
Yeah.
having a white lighter.
See, I feel like it's different with every genre too, because that's more like those were all like rock stars.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they're all rock stars that would smoke cigarettes or whatever.
Yep.
But then again, DJs do smoke a lot of cigarettes too. So I mean, there could be white lighters out there, but yeah.
Hey, who knows? Just make it a thing
Yeah.
in the DJ world. That's the thing too that a lot of people probably didn't know, but like I come from like punk rock background.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to bet that is so much different than
Yes, because I mainly
DJ.
do like house music, EDM,
yeah.
and all that jazz. But
Yeah. See, I do have to say when they mix, it's beautiful. I love it.
yeah, so there is one artist, a DJ artist. His name is Sullivan King.
I've heard of him.
He mixes the two genres together beautifully.
It is fire.
You've heard of him?
It's great workout music. That's all I'm gonna say. It's great workout music. Like,
No,
if you're working for my bad, sorry.
No, you're good.
But if you're working for like that, like you want that like the drive that you're just like, I'm about to lift this 500-pound deadlift, put on some Sullivan King and just zone out into the music and you're gonna get that lift. You are gonna get that lift.
See, you know what does it for me? And this tells you how much of a emo phase I have. So I'll listen to like Bring Me the Horizon, Sleeping with Sirens, Motionless in White, Escape the Fate, All Time Low, like those type of bands.
yeah,
Which is super funny. I mean, my favorite like DJs and stuff. I mean, I like some of Marshmello stuff, but I'm a big Millennium guy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've actually done a few bootlegs from him, but I can't really release them because they're
no
bootlegs. Maybe after the show, I'll let you guys hear them.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, but yeah, like all those guys that like we're talking about, like people that don't really know, like I've met all of them, like because I would be backstage with them and then just talk to them, like say, hey, what's up, like
How's it going?
what's going on,
How's
like
it going,
how's it going,
dude?
like just let me know like what you're going through, like because I was young and I wanted to be them, and they were like giving me pointers on like what to do.
See, and that's really
What to
cool of
expect,
any
yeah.
artist
Yeah.
too, to help somebody else.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that was only like the main guys.
Yeah.
Like the up and coming ones, they're kind of jerks because they don't want you to succeed. Like,
Yeah,
but
they're,
like
they're fighting for that spot.
Yeah, they're fighting for that spot. I was too. I understand, but once when it comes to like those bigger names, they would help you out. They're
they're
actually
already there.
Yeah, they're already there. Yeah, they're pretty humble, I would say.
Nice. Yeah, I like
As
that.
it should be. Like you're just trying to help out like your community in a sense. Because
Yeah.
like that, like the whole EDM thing it's a community in it of itself.
Yeah.
So like why not like help someone else on the come up?
See, that's the other thing though. Music is like really competitive.
Oh,
Really?
especially
Oh, yeah.
now with all these like TikTok and YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because back then you would have to go through a record label for them to like promote it.
Oh yeah, you got to put it, send
Yeah.
it in, and hope they like it.
Yeah.
And you know your chances are slim unless you're
Yeah.
really good. But
Yeah,
nowadays,
Anybody could make a sick beat, put it on TikTok, and just blow up from there.
oh yeah, absolutely. And that kind of sucks too at the same time because
Yeah.
you got these other guys that are working their asses off to be able to do some of this stuff, and then you got some dude that his dad bought him a computer, he hopped on GarageBand and wrote something up real quick, and it blows up.
Yeah, 15 minutes of fame right there.
Yeah.
Or who knows, whoever could write it out longer and
Oh
stay-
yeah. Who knows?
Some people have.
Yeah, no, they have.
Some people have for sure. Like they
But-
take it and just run.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I saw this one guy. He's a drummer, but he's always on TikTok.
Oh, does he have a
know-
big ass beard?
No,
Oh, I
He's
might
like
know who
younger.
you're talking about.
he always wears like a baseball cap, but he just sits there. And
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
I know him.
boom, boom, like has the LED lights going and stuff.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
And it's like the thing, like his videos are trendy and viral, and like from there, it's just like took off and ran.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
See, that's the biggest thing that I always hear in like the rock scene is
Yeah.
it takes one thing. Doesn't matter what it is, it takes one thing.
Yep. Same thing with DJing. Like, as long as you have a good song you can play to it, you're like blowing up already.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that what they said on the We Are Your Friends? Like all it takes is one track.
maybe.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. That's also the really cool thing about music too is you never know what's gonna hit. You never know what people are gonna connect with.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's so cool when you see them connect with it. Like when you're up on the stage and you just see everybody light up, it is the coolest feeling ever.
Yeah.
You guys ever had tears? Like
Tears?
from how good of a song it was?
No, but I did have some when I was performing. Mainly when, like, I know it sounds a little cliche, but when you would ask the crowd to put up their lighters or their phone.
Yeah, and all the lights go
all the
up.
lights.
Oh.
It's just something about that just makes a grown man cry.
Is it just like
yeah.
a surreal moment? You're just like, damn,
It's a surreal moment, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, like you're connected with everybody in there.
Yeah.
Like it's this crazy feeling. It's hard to explain.
I think it's weird talking about it, like, or hearing it from the other side. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like from the one up in the the
Booth,
stand
yeah.
or the booth.
Oh yeah.
You're just like, damn, like that's really what you guys go through. Because like sometimes I see DJs and they're just like having the time of their life.
You know what though? How hot are those stage lights?
They're really hot. But you guys just see the tip of the iceberg. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like when I was doing it, I would consider myself like a part-time touring because I was with them. Eventually, I would play like for 30 minutes,
Right.
like do the warm up or whatever.
Still 30 minutes set.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
But like they were talking to me about it. Like all you see is just the tip of the iceberg, just them having fun, them traveling, and all this other
But
stuff.
it's
But it's
more-
all that you have to
Oh.
be marketing.
Yep.
You have to do freaking like social media, networking, and all that other stuff.
Dude,
Oh,
even
yeah.
for this, like, it takes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
It's a
No, but
lot.
once when you go to that moment, like you'll tell yourself it's all worth it.
Oh, it's all worth it.
It's all worth it,
100%. When you step on that stage, like it that makes it worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to take this time just to throw in our sponsor.
Yeah.
Because we have a new sponsor for you guys. Today on La Cantina Last Call, we are bringing you guys Dubby. And if you don't know what Dubby is an energy drink for gamers, but for everybody else. It's like pre-workout. You just put it in a shaker cup, shake it up. You're good to game all day. You can troll those little kids on Call of Duty or Fortnite. That's my preference. And nowadays, I just stick a little bit of Dubby into my cup, game all night.
Oh yeah.
And if you guys want to try it out, they do have a bundle for, I don't know, like $20. But you guys do get a discount code if you guys use La Cantina Last Call as like a discount code. You guys get 10% off.
Heck yeah, and that
Their
is
whole
on
cart.
their website.
Yeah, and it's Dubby, DUBBY.com. And we'll put a link down below in the comments or in the description. But yeah, go check out Dubby.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're getting back into it.
Sorry about that.
Dude, have you ever heard the I don't know about conspiracy theory, but there's a Beatles album. If you play it, like spin it backwards, it says Paul is dead over and over on it.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like
So-
vinyl.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't you say like there's only certain records that like do it now? Like that they came back and like they kind of like scratched them all?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's some like if you get the original presses, they'll do something if you play it backwards. Like a lot of people have actually done it on purpose, where it'll
Yeah.
say something if you play it backwards. But if you get like new presses from, say it was like an '80s album, and you get one that was pressed the other day, it probably won't do it. Like some of them still will, some of them still won't. It's like a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
But
I know I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, but because you know how they say rock, Satan?
Rock is the devil.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm about to tell Skylar to put the voice, the deep voice. Yeah, dude, rock. Satan.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. You would be surprised at how many rock groups are Christian.
No, I know, but there's one song, I think, Stairway to Heaven,
Yeah, Stairway to Heaven.
where if like you play it backwards, it just says like Satan all over and stuff.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that before, actually.
You remember how in Luigi's Mansion we were talking about that book?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the songs that they were talking about.
Oh. Well, Stairway to Heaven. Dude, you ever heard the thing if you go into Guitar Center and play Stairway to Heaven, you'll get kicked out?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
apparently if you go in there and play Stairway to Heaven, they'll ask you to leave.
I didn't know.
politely.
Well, then again, I don't play guitar, but I've been trying to learn. But
Fair enough. Fair
But-
enough. I play bass.
it's almost the same.
It's close, I guess, yeah.
You can teach them. You said you could teach me how to play the accordion.
Well, accordion's just like a piano.
Yeah, because like
At least I'm assuming. If anybody plays accordion, let me know. I'm assuming it's about the same, except for you have the extra movement and the stuff on the other hand.
I don't know, because like my thing, like when it comes to music, like I love everything except for country.
I'm not a big country guy
See,
either.
that's the thing. Once when I don't want to throw my ex's name out there, but once when she left, when she was a big country fan, and when she left, I started being one, but before that, I wasn't. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So like, I don't know if it was.
I think the closest thing to country is like, what's the one? James always talks about him.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jelly
I can
Roll.
get down with some Jelly Roll.
See, I'm more of like a Chris Ledoux, John Denver, really old Toby Keith, Kenny Chesney. Kenny Chesney.
No, but like,
I recently been getting into Johnny Cash and
Johnny
like,
Cash. I never
Luke
really liked
Combs.
Johnny Cash.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I never was into it.
wait, what's one famous song from Johnny Cash?
Ring of Fire.
Ring of Fire.
Is
Yeah.
it Riders on the Storm?
No, that's Three Doors Down. No.
Oh yeah, no, that's
no.
not Three Doors Down song.
No, that's Yeah. Anyways, that's not Johnny
that's
Cash.
not Johnny
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Speaking of Johnny Cash, have you heard the cover he did of 9 Inch Nails?
I think I have just slightly.
it's
though.
I hurt myself today.
Oh yeah.
Did you know he took that from a band I listen to is called 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
They're a super heavy like rock band, and I guess before he died, because I always thought he originally sang it, and then 9 Inch Nails did the cover, but he did a cover of their song because he liked it so much. And I was like, how the hell did Johnny Cash hear that song?
For a sec, I thought it was AI generated because that's a new thing.
Oh yeah. I heard about
But
it.
then I was like, wait, there's a little bit of errors in his voice. So
Yeah.
So hold on, just real quick, since you guys are on the topic about AI, do you think it's like a government thing? Conspiracy of the day.
So
Dun dun dun.
I'll have a conspiracy, your conspiracy. I've heard like through videos and like YouTube and all that, I've heard that there's a wave of AI going through the universe.
Oh.
And I guess we're hitting it now. And that wave is like...
That would explain
start-
the Apple goggles.
Yes, that's like the start of our downhill like of humanity.
Oh,
That's what I
snap.
heard.
Nice. Well, I'm going to die.
So yeah, that's what I heard. So it's just like a wave going through the universe and
Right.
AI just takes over the world and just destroys it or does whatever it wants. And
Okay.
that's one conspiracy I've heard about AI.
That's crazy.
And-
Yeah, there's been all these conspiracy theories about the AI, the Apple goggles, and like I've been seeing videos everywhere of like people walking down the street with them and stuff, and I'm like, why would you do that?
It's like kind of like going to the Wall-E conspiracy.
Oh,
You guys know that
Wall-E.
one?
Oh
Yeah.
no, actually another one. Have you guys seen Ready Player One?
No.
So
I've
they-
always wanted to
Oh,
like
that
hit
movie
and play
is
on
so
it,
good.
but I never did.
And we're getting close to that.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, because in that like distant future, like that's all they care about. Just
yeah, that's how they
VR.
make money, and that's how they live. It's like a
Really?
VR headset, but it like sucks you into the game almost.
So if you die in the game, you die in real life.
No,
No. It's just their way of life now.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you make money in a game, it is real money.
Yeah.
Kind of like GTA, but like it's actually just you. You know what I mean? Like GTA Online.
GTA Online plus a million different other things.
Yeah. Like say you could buy a fishing rod or like a bass guitar on virtual, then it will
Yeah, and then you
then
get that
it'll
bass
get
guitar.
delivered to you in real life.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
I need to watch this movie.
Yeah, so all the money from the game is real money.
Yeah, it's real money.
wouldn't that be considered streaming though?
Uh,
Aren't we
In a
almost
sense.
I don't know. Would
already
it
there?
count? Would it
In a
count if
sense-
everybody else is doing it though?
but all that money is going to their bank account, not towards buying stuff in virtual reality.
Oh, okay. I see
And
what
it kind of seemed like it hinted toward like the higher class people got like the fancy suits
Yeah.
and the fancy gear, and all the lower class people were stuck with like weird goggles.
Yep.
I need to watch this movie now.
It's a
Yeah,
great
it's
movie.
I think it's on Netflix right now.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna have
so.
to look for it. and
Yeah,
see.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Heck yeah. Did you know, circling back to music, that in like movies, like let's say horror movies, okay, you're watching Nightmare on Elm Street. Did you know they specifically, Freddy Krueger's sweater was an off shade of red and an off shade of green, which made people feel uncomfortable. It's like a psychological thing. But did you know there's a frequency that they play in all the scary parts that gives you anxiety?
That explains a lot.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I've heard of like the frequency for the angelic frequency or something like that.
Yeah,
I could understand something being like less or more evil.
Yeah,
or in a sense,
good, bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As above, so below.
Yeah. But that when I found that out, I was like, oh, that's crazy. They really do that. But yeah, they'll play that frequency and make you get anxiety, make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah. And there's people that are more susceptible to it than others. So if you don't get scared during a horror movie, like the scary parts, you might not be able to hear that frequency.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. Because in Conjuring, like say like when the nun comes out or like when it's about to be like a scary part, they always go with the dum 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 dum.
Yeah. They'll start playing music and then they'll inlay that frequency in with it. See, and that's the thing too. Like, go watch a horror movie and mute the horror movie and play like funny music, and you'll realize like, oh, this is scary. Stupid.
Damn. If only young Tony would have known this.
Speaking about Freddy Krueger and dreaming, what do you guys think of like nightmares in your dreams? Like, have you guys had anything crazy about that?
Dude,
Nothing
on that
crazy.
topic, I've had just this last recent episode that we did the Teke Teke. And it's considered to say that like she comes into your dream. I'm gonna tell you guys this story really fast. So it was like Saturday night.
Which, by the way, for anyone that hasn't seen the Teke Teke episode, was 3 days after we did that episode.
Right. It was 3 days. So supposedly on the third day, she comes and gets you and she asks you questions. If you answer wrong, she takes your legs. Dude, I watch anime, right?
Yeah.
I was watching Naruto. I'm rewatching like Shippuden.
Yeah.
I'm back to like the third or the Great Ninja War or whatever. And they were going through the jungle and it was Kakashi. If you don't know who Kakashi is, I'll put a picture up somewhere.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. So I was like, in my dream, I was going with him and he's like, all right, we have to go defeat her. Do you remember what to say? Bro, I was like, I do not remember what to say. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? Like, we're ninjas, bro. Like, what do you mean? You know,
Genjutsu her ass.
Genjutsu her ass. Call me Itachi. Tell her good night. And he's like, no, you got to remember whatever. And then, like, she comes up. Like, I hear her, and I just stopped. And I was like, I know it's anime. It's like PG-13 or whatever. I was like, but I took that shit rated R. And I was like, listen here, I don't know what the fuck to say. All I know is that your legs are on some fucking train station. Leave me the fuck alone. Like my knees are bad, so don't take my knees. And I woke up, dude, and I was like, at first I was like, what the fuck? Did I just dream? Because I don't ever really dream. It's really weird for me to dream. Yeah. So then I woke up and I was like, fuck. I grabbed my phone, dude, and I started looking through our video. I couldn't find the phrase that Austin told us to say. And I was freaking out, dude. I was like, you know what? I gave up. I was like, you know what? She wants my legs. I might get new kneecaps. I don't know. So then I went back to sleep and nothing happened, obviously. But it was just like a weird coincidence. Yeah. Maybe it's because I was watching Naruto and I passed out on my couch. So that could explain some stuff.
Yeah. Well, and subconsciously, I bet you were thinking about it.
So. Oh, yeah. Dude, I would catch myself like just saying, ticka, ticka, ticka. And I was like, why the?
Yes.
Why am I thinking about this?
Before our time is up, I do want to leave us with one thing, and I'm sorry for cutting you off, Tony.
No, you're good. I was done.
But have you ever heard of Simon and Garfunkel?
I have not, no.
They were like a happy-go-lucky time kind of band. Like,
doesn't ring a bell, no.
Well, anyway, they have this song called Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tiptoe.
Don't sing it yet.
Oh, sorry.
So there are so many weird stories about this song. When they hear it, like stuff starts moving around their house or like getting opened or thrown around or stuff like that. So a lot of people, and this is only one version of this story, but a lot of people believe that song summons a demon.
Tiptoe. I'm just kidding.
I think I might have heard something like that, but I think I might have heard that the person that sang it was a demon himself, or
I never heard that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But because didn't he die like shortly after he made that song.
I feel like I remember him dying shortly after.
Yeah.
Or before it was released, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's my little twist on it. What I thought, because I think that's what I've heard
could
like
be
a while ago. Yeah.
How creepy would that be, dude? You just start, and that song. I mean, we'll clip it in,
I got you guys.
but
I don't know the song.
but that song, like his voice is like so high pitched, but for some reason it's like a really creepy song,
Dude, it gives me
and it's supposed to be
goosebumps.
happy, which is so weird.
So hold on, before we run out of time, I know you said that, but I really want to hear the whole dream thing because you did bring it up.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Sorry.
that's all good. So, long story short, I remember there's one dream, like I was going into my mom's older house, like right through the so opening the door and straight down the hallway. Like her room was to the left and mine was to the right. And all I saw was just darkness. Then I would see like some long-nailed hand creeping through the door. Then I would see my little sister running out of that same room. Then I remember she was just crying, and I was holding her, and something weird happened. Like he just peeked his head out, and like just to put it in perspective, have you guys seen that Insidious demon?
Dude, I was about to say
Yeah,
that. You know how
yeah.
we were talking about
Yeah.
the song?
Yeah,
That's the first thing that came to my
yeah.
head.
That demon, like similar, but like more white paint on his face. Like he was just peeking out. Then all of a sudden, I would see him like throw something, like some type of darkness towards us. And all I would remember was just being brave for my sister and just trying to block like a curse or whatever he's throwing at us.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just woke up just like that. Like that was probably like the weirdest and most like demonic type dream I've ever had.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
But
All right, I'll tell you what you need to do though. Okay, this is basically spiritual duct tape. You need to get a super soaker. Okay, first thing, you need to get a priest. You need to get some holy water.
and a
You
young
need to have
priest.
the priest drink the holy water, pee into the super soaker, soak that fucking demon till its eyes are crossed, and you kick it right in the goodies.
Calm down there, cowboy. It ain't that serious.
I'll do you one better. I'll get an older priest and a young priest.
Hey-oh. There it is.
We have to revise how to get rid of demons.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
No, dude, but back to what you were saying before we went on this whole week. Dreams to me is like, it signifies something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it has to, like, I know that it's your subconscious or whatever, but I feel like dreams like portray something that's going on in your life. Like maybe, what if like, because they say, because I got really like attached into the spiritual world, and they say like sometimes like dreams will give you like hints to like certain things. So like maybe like it was like, maybe you did see something that like your spiritual like saw that it was gonna affect your sister. So you saw it in a dream, and you're like, no, like you're gonna do whatever it takes to protect family, you know?
Yeah.
Except for super soaker demon, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've had dreams like that too. Like I've had one dream where it's like more or less like I'm in some weird house and there's a basement, and my mom's down there and she's like screaming, like having an exorcism with with something.
Yeah.
And every single time I go up to like the ledge of the stairs and try to go down there, like something always stops me. But then I build the courage and I run down, and right when I'm gonna turn the corner to the left to go into that room, I wake up. I wake up in a sweat and like my heart racing. And it's happened a
okay.
couple of times.
On that note, I had another crazy dream I just thought about. So I remember I was in a cave looking type, right? Like somewhere dark. There's people around me too. Then the earthquake came with a tsunami. Big rocks were falling.
Oh, okay.
Then this big rock started getting sculpted into a huge deity or something. Like that's what I saw, right?
Okay.
I remember the last thing he said before I woke up. He said, "I am Ahmed Ra," something like that.
That's
And-
I'm pretty sure that's Egyptian.
I don't know, but
I'm pretty. So Ra is the Egyptian god of the sun.
Yeah.
In Egypt.
Yeah. So, like, from that translation, what I got from it says, "I am your higher self." Our link has been severed for some reason. That's what I picked up in my dream before I woke up.
Yeah. If anybody knows in the comments, help us out here.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong about Ra, let me know.
Yeah. So Amun Ra, that's his name.
Oh, Amun Ra. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I remember correctly, he's the Egyptian god of the sun.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
So for some reason I got that, but that was like one of the darkest times of my life, and that's when I had that dream, and it was like really weird that it just translated to, "I am your higher self," and our link has been severed.
Damn, that's deep.
That's deep.
Yeah. No, this was scary. I woke up like just shivering,
yeah.
and just
I
like,
bet.
I was like, "What the hell?" And yeah, it was like I said, it was just one of the darkest times of my life this past year,
Yeah.
and it was just crazy.
Shit. Well, on that note,
It gets better. It gets better.
on that note, it's been great having everybody join us. Angel, thank you so much for joining us. You're super awesome.
Hold on. Before you end it, I have one last question for Angel. Just like 2 more seconds.
Got it.
Angel,
What's
I
that?
ask every guest, or I've been trying to ask every guest that comes on the show, but I have a question for you, and I just want you to answer it as best as you can.
Okay.
Who is Angel today?
Today, I am the embodiment of living without the fear of death. Because a lot of people fear death. They cling on to life, but they fear death. Right?
Right.
So me, I want to be life. I want to be experienced. I want to experience the life without the fear of death.
You want to leave it on
And
the
that's
table?
who I am right now as a human. Because like I said, this last year I've been in my darkest place, the darkest place I've ever been, and I feel like I'm barely crawling out. So, yeah, that's who I am right now.
Hell yeah, dude.
Respect.
Respect.
Friggin'
On that
respect. On that note, this has been super fun. Thank you so much for joining us. Angel, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us. You're super awesome. Tony,
I'll wrestle you.
Angel, you're doing great.
All right. On that note, this has been really fun. If you guys liked it, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast. Let us know how we did. Share us with your friends so our community can grow. My name is Tony, or Tony La Torta, or your host with the most, and this has been a great episode. And I will say my pieces, and you say your pieces now?
Pieces.
All right, skeptical, whatever.
There you go.